bucks. All right, all right, all right. Yo, what's up, Anthony? What's up, Will? What's up, Ivan? Ivar. What's up, dude? Ready to rock again? All right, cool. Well, we got another good training, and I gotta say that I am a little sick. I caught my wife's cold. It blows, but hey, I'm still on live to present, and still gonna do it for you. All right. Now I got my team on, and we're gonna show you today about processes. Okay, so for the past 3 days, we learned a good amount about Facebook. We learned the ads platform, where things are. We learned where to look for designs, how to find them, how to do research. Literally, like I gave you everything that our team does on a plate to make this kind of money with Shopify, and it's only getting bigger and better. Okay, so it's just going to grow and grow and grow. 2017 is a huge year. I don't know if you guys know, but I may have said this on another webinar, but Macy's had to close down 150 stores around the U.S., and that's due to e-commerce. People are getting more comfortable shopping online, and you guys are in the right spot. So don't worry if you missed 2016's millionaire rush. There's always time to make it, okay? What I've noticed, and I've been online for a long time, since 2003, but every year presents another opportunity to make another wave of millionaires, okay? It just is that way, okay? You just got to be able to spot it, okay? And instead of follow, just do it, okay? But also follow the things that are working, okay? Don't, if you buy a $47 course, you may learn a few things from it, but honestly, that's not going to be anything that's going to be life-changing. So there's a lot of that silver bullet in internet marketing. I've been through it myself. I've bought into it, and I know that you guys have too as well. And so when I get on and do a live 5-day training, okay, I want to show you that this stuff is real. I run a real business. I've been going on for 7 years now. I've generated over $11 million online, okay? And it's a battle to even keep your nets. All right, so the thing is, you guys consistently keep moving. Follow good guys like me, like Anthony, Adrian Morrison. Adrian Morrison's a rock star in commerce. Okay, he's been doing a lot longer than I have. I'm just the core internet marketer. I know how to do traffic and I know how to do conversions. So that's what makes me good at what I do. So anyway, without all that, what we're going to do is we're going to get into day number 4. Okay. So in this intensive Facebook ads bootcamp, day number 4, okay, this is what we're going to cover, all right? We're going to cover how to hire designers and spot good designs, okay? We want to show you our project management tools and the systems and how we use it. This is how we redefine a research process, how we created a design process, how we do launching, how we launch ads and made a process out of that. We want to show you how you can just literally knock out support via your fan page. You don't need a help desk anymore. Once in a while, maybe like a year ago, you probably needed a help desk, but now you really don't. You can do your support right through Facebook, and I encourage you to do that. And the reason I encourage you to do your support through Facebook is because here's the thing. Messenger platform is getting bigger, okay? It's one of the most downloaded apps on the App Store, and they are going to be doing some crazy amounts of advertising through it. If you haven't noticed in the latest Facebook update, you see this? There's a messenger. There's no more messages. Why are they doing that? When you click it open, this is what pops up. It pops up as a whole big interface, okay? And you can see that they're going to be putting some stuff here, shared photos. You're going to see ads in it. It's coming, okay? It's coming, all right? And that's my boy Robin Nava. You guys may know Robin Nava. He's another great guy to follow. We're integrating his Ship and Grow inside of Commercify. So you guys are going to be in for a treat. We're going to be integrating a lot into it. And you're going to be done for you order fulfill. So it's going to be really, really cool. So that's one thing I got coming for you guys. All right, so let's see. I've had a hard time keeping on customers on Messenger. We have VAs that do it. So, but honestly, I was there as a one-man clan before. I was there as a one-man clan, so I get it. All right, so but honestly, you just use the search box, or you just go through it. Help desks do have their, we do have a help desk, that is categorized by our support and software and stuff like that, and it does make it easier. But I encourage you to do your store support through Facebook, because what I'm trying to say here is that the Messenger platform, you're going to be able to not only advertise through it, but everybody that connects to your Messenger from your page, you can advertise discount coupons. You can advertise new products to them right in their Messenger. Okay? So that's really, really cool, and you really should be excited about that, because think about having an email list that has almost 100% open rate. Okay, that's what it is. So right now with the current email marketing, you have a small list, you may get 30, 40% open rates. You got a big list like I do, you got like 10, 15% open rates. But think about being able to talk to your customers, your avid people that are really following you or whatever, your store and whatnot, and being able to give them 100% inbox through Facebook. That's exactly where it's going, and that's exactly why you want to keep on doing this stuff. Okay, so let's get back into it. So we're going to cover how we use Commercify and what's coming to it. As I said, I'm basically going to go show you how we use it internally. Okay, so we use it for inventory management. We use it to upload to our store. We use it to duplicate products. I mean, there's a lot that we use Commercify for. Okay, it's not just a tool that we sell, it's a tool that we use. All right, so without further ado, my boy Ricky Lever is going to hop on the line, and he's a master designer. He's been designing for over 20 years. Okay, he's a guru. So you want to pay attention to him, okay, and especially this time, you're taking your time out the day to attend these trainings. Okay, listen to what he has to say, because he's going to show you how to hire designers, how to spot good designs. So what I mean by that is you can hire a designer. It doesn't mean that the designs they're going to give back to you are shirt ready, okay, that they're going to be that can sell. And that was a problem for me just like 2 years ago, okay, even like, probably a year ago. Okay, I was coming out with designs I thought looked great, and they just weren't selling. Okay, and I was just because I didn't have the eye for it, okay, and I didn't have a designer who knew how to design for T-shirts. Because you have web designers, okay, that do logos and do websites, and they make it look gorgeous, and they say, oh, well, I'm a designer, I can design a T-shirt design, and then when they give you back is a shirt that looks like, someone slapped a Ping image on it, and it never sells. It's because they don't know how to design for shirts, and that's what Ricky's going to explain. So without further ado, let's get into it. Ricky, I'm going to give you the screen.
All right.
All right, hold on. Pass you the screen. All right, so Ricky should have the screen now. I'll pull this over here. All right, cool. So let's rock and roll. Let's make sure everybody's ready. You ready? Put it ready in the chat box. There's no sleeping allowed. No sleeping allowed. I'm going to wake you up. I'm going to come poke you. All right, cool. Everybody's ready. Toby, Wow, Anthony, Kim, Ed. All right, cool. Just make sure you guys are ready. What's up, Sandra? Glad to have you on. Awesome. All right.
And
so
just want to make sure, can you guys see my screen? The how to hire designers and spot good designs.
Everybody saying yes, yes, yo, yep. 1, 2, 3, see it? Yep, yep, yep.
It's good size for everyone because I'm on a pretty big monitor right now, and I wasn't planning on presenting today, but Ricky's not feeling very well, so I'm kind of taking the ball here.
Yeah, thanks. My throat's killing me.
All right, cool. So let's get started. Basically, in this section, we're going to cover how to hire designers and spot good designs. So what do I mean by that? Give me 1 second. Let me just move this out of the way. So, like Ricky was saying, there's good designers and there's bad designers. A little bit about me. I've been designing for going a little over 20 years now. I'm 34, been doing it for a super long time, self-taught, then I went to school for it, found out I was smarter than all my teachers, so I ended up dropping out and kind of went and did my own thing and been self-employed ever since. So been in the marketing space now for the last 7 years and been focusing specifically on that. And now basically I'm here doing all this stuff with Ricky and his team. So basically we have good designers, you have bad designers, and like Ricky was saying, we have, just because you're a graphic designer doesn't mean you could design everything. Me, for example, I'm really bad at doing logos. I'll do them, but I hate doing them. I also hate doing t-shirt designs, believe it or not. When I was doing t-shirts, and even now when we're doing t-shirts, I don't do the designs. We have specific t-shirt designers. There's different specialties below being a graphic designer. So you have people that are good at logos, you have people that are good at t-shirts, you have people that are good at websites, you have people that are good at print materials like business cards and banners and so forth. So you got to find that specific designer that's going to be good for you, that's going to do good t-shirt designs. So let's get started, and let me pull this up. I'm kind of going to go in 3 different sections, and I'm going to start from cheap to more expensive. The reason I'm going to do that is because there's a lot of you guys that are starting out, and you can't afford to get $50, $75 t-shirt designs starting out and testing. It's just not feasible. You not having any money and spending $800, $900 on 10 designs to see if one of them wins, and then they all flop, and you just lost that money plus all your ad money. So I'm going to start from cheap, move my way up to kind of more the midline, which is where we're at right now, and then over to if you want to like redesign a shirt that's a winner into a premium design that's going to cost you a little more money. So I'm not a fan of this site. A lot of people push it because it is cheap. You can find some good stuff in here, but it's really good for testing, especially if you use our PPE method that we told you about getting a shirt in Teespring, putting it on your page, and kind of just running it and seeing if it's going to be a winner or not. So once you do that and you find a winner, you can come into Fiverr and find a cheap t-shirt designer. Now, this is a little deceiving. They've kind of evolved over the years. At first, when Fiverr came out, it was really only $5. It's not only $5 now. Now, when you go into, let's say this guy, he's got over 2,000 reviews. You're going to see if you go down here, there's upsells. So you have your basic, your standard, and your premium. And your basic, he only offers you the PNG file. So you're not getting the original file. Let me go over the file types real quick. And if I start losing anybody, just yell on the questions box. I have it up on my other screen, and I'll kind of slow down and.
Yeah, I'm watching the questions too, Ricky. And just basically, guys, pay attention because this is very, very important.
Yeah. So we have different file types when you get your design, and look, again, this might sound stupid to a lot of you guys. You might know this, some of you might not. But I need to cover this for the guys that don't know this. We have your basically I'm going to call them your preview files. So your PNGs, your JPEGs, your GIFs, not so much GIFs, but you might get it in that file type. Those are uneditable files, meaning you can only preview them and use them at the size they are or smaller. You can't increase the size of them because they're going to look like crap. So you always want to make sure you get the original file from the designer, meaning a .ai file, a .psd file, or a .eps file. All right, so you got .ai, .eps, .psd. Those are the original file types. So in this case, for $5, you're not going to get that file type. So what's going to happen is that you're not going to be able to get that shirt printed at the quality that you want. So you're going to have to come up and go to the, let's see, in the standard, does it give it to you? Doesn't seem like he gives it to you in the standard, and in the premium, he gives it to you. So it would be the vector file that you're looking for. So see, now the so-called $5 design is costing you $35 on Fiverr. So still need to do a little digging, but this guy's actually a good designer. Based on his examples, he has nice designs. He knows what he's doing, and this is more of a mid-range designer, costing you $35 per design. Again, might not be somewhere you want to start. You probably want to look for stuff in the $5, $10 range. So let's go back, see if we can find something else. And remember, the higher their rating on this site, the more they're going to be charging because they're just higher in demand. So let's find probably one of the newer guys. Let's see, what do we got? Let's see what this guy has. So that's actually gotten pretty expensive. I haven't been on here in a while. So this guy's charging 15, let's see, actually no, here we go, $15, and you get the vector files. So you get the files I was talking about, the EPS, and he also gives you everything else, the PNG, PDF, SVG. So what you really want is the EPS files. So like I said, AI, PSD, and EPS, those are your vector files. Those are your original files that are going to let you increase the size of the file to whatever size you want. So you can use it for anything, for shirts, for anything you want to do. So this would be $15 for this guy, and let's look through his portfolio and see. If you guys think, and I'm going to ask everybody this, if you think this guy is a good designer for shirts, put a 1 in the box. If you think he's a bad designer, put a 2 in the box.
Okay, some people say he's a good designer, some people says he's not a good designer. What would you think? I know what the answer is, but I just want to see what that says.
Personally, I'd go with this guy. If I find a PPE winner, I have no problem giving this guy some projects and seeing how he turns out. His shirts aren't terrible. They're not amazing. I probably wouldn't wear them. Maybe you won't wear them, but the audience that you're promoting to is probably going to buy them. and I'm gonna kind of do a kind of 180 here, and I'm gonna shoot over to my Teespring account because I want to show you that ugly T-shirt that we were talking about yesterday that I did so much money with on Teespring. The reason I want to show you that is to show you that ugly designs sell. You don't need a masterpiece of a design, an original painting to make you money. You don't need it at all. So let me go to my Teespring account.
And one sec, before you say that. And one thing I want to say, guys, if you were just trying to sell the shirt and you have, like, say, Commercify, what we're doing with Commercify now, what you can do already with Commercify is you can already upload your own design to Commercify. There's an agency section that you guys have access to that you can upload your own design. We create all the mock-ups for you, all right? And we're going to make that even better for version 2 that's coming out, okay? But you can go with a $5 design. But remember, it's going to be $5. You're just not going to be able to modify it or anything like that. But if that gets you, if that's your budget, it's a good design that you want to rock it out. Okay, it is. Ricky, I just want to let them know that that's an option for them.
Yep.
They don't have to get those other files, immediately. Once you get some cash flow going and stuff like that, then you can go worry about that type of stuff.
Exactly. So what you're looking at now, and my screen might be a little small. Let me zoom it in. That's probably a little better. This is my personal Teespring account. This is before I met Ricky. This is back in 2014 when the T-shirt just started taking off. I got in the game right in the beginning. I picked a niche that nobody was in, and I got really lucky, and I basically struck gold for a year. I made $130,000 in 1 year. Probably about 60% of that was my profit after ad spend. All right? My best-selling shirt was this one right here. If you see, the profit was $29,796. That wasn't it. I relaunched it, then I did $10,710. And I think I relaunched it a few other times if I keep scrolling down. But you get the gist of how much I made off that one shirt. You guys interested in seeing the amazing design that made that money? It's one in the box if you want to see.
Put it right in the box. Put it right in the box.
All right, so let's go check it out. Look at this fucking beautiful design that I made that made that much money. All right? There's what I was telling you yesterday. It's not the shirt design. It's the slogan. It's made it go viral. It's ridiculous. I would never wear this. It's the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life.
What you put by me in your mouth and go in the water and swallow. That's fucking funny, yo.
Do you guys all agree with me that that's ugly? I know there's some people that'll probably wear it, but I wouldn't wear it. I think that thing is ugly. Damn ugly. And you saw how much money it made me. I did not make that screen up. This is my personal Teespring account. That's how much money that shirt made me. I was actually
I'd actually wear that. I would definitely wear that, 100%. And I go to a bar with that. It's chill.
Ram asks, how do you get past the Facebook ad policy, Ricky? This actually didn't give me any problems, believe it or not. I don't know why. And it went extremely viral. I mean, extremely viral. I put the shirt up, and within an hour, I was at a restaurant with my wife, and my phone was going off the hook. I couldn't believe it. I thought there was a problem with Teespring. I sold like 75 shirts in the first like 20 minutes. It was ridiculous. And it just kept going off for like the next 2 weeks. So this is what led me into getting into the whole T-shirt game, which led me into having the profits that I have right now that I'm working with Ricky. So let's go back to the whole designer thing, which is why I was telling you that it doesn't matter on the design. It could be an ugly design and it's still going to sell. Now, I agree. Now it's a little different. We're in 2017. It's been 3-4 years since the T-shirt thing started, and there's a lot of competition, so you have to stand out from your competition. So you've got to get a little nicer when it comes to designs. Slogan is still key. I'd say about 90% of your success is going to be your slogan. Why? Because we're promoting it on a social media site, which deals with content being viral, all right? So if your content's not viral, if it's not a slogan that makes people laugh and makes them share it and show their friends and tell them, oh, this is hilarious, would you wear this? I want it, I want it, I want it. It's not going to work. So that's what we're looking for. You want to get a funny slogan. So that's kind of what we look for when we're doing research. And John will go over the way he does his research for the shirts that we're pushing right now. So let's look at
we did touch base. This is to let you guys know we did do research, and that was day 2. Day 2, we went through a lot of research. We'll go over some research today, but day 2, like half the webinar was research.
Yep.
Okay, let you guys know in case you missed it.
So, and I'm actually not going to go over any more Fiverr because you kind of get the gist of this. You basically come to the site, look up T-shirt design, and you're going to get a ton of different people that are doing T-shirt design on here. I mean, a ton. You have people that are doing extremely bad shirt designs, probably worse than the one that I just showed you, like probably this guy. I wouldn't hire this guy at all.
Yeah, show that though. Show some of those designs that you're just not gonna want to hire a person. You know, you have to have the eye for these designs.
Yeah, this is horrible.
They're
This
not
is
good.
horrible. No, they're not good. I can't even explain to you why. That's how bad it is. I can't explain to you why. He's using 3 different fonts, 2 different sizes. I don't know. It looks bad. The colors don't match. He's using red and a light blue. It looks horrible. It's not gonna sell. I could tell you off the bat just by looking at it. Let's find some other bad ones. Right here. Do you guys think this is a good design? Press a 1 in the box if you think this is a good design that's going to sell.
People saying vomit. -1. Oh hell no! That's what I said. Oh hell no!
Yeah, you're right. This is horrible. This is just not going to work. It doesn't look good at all. Like this, to be honest with you, this person should not be calling themselves a designer. This is bad. This is bad design. This is horrible. I mean, this is like my first 6 months into graphic design. I was making stuff like this. I think I was 14 years old.
Dude. That was made with Microsoft Paint, bro.
Yeah. This is horrible, guys. This is the stuff you want to stay away from. It's really not hard to distinguish like good layout from bad layout. Just use your instinct. What do you find attractive? There's nobody in this webinar right now that can tell me that this calls your attention. Not a single person. And if you tell me you are, you need to get out of here. So.
And we're gonna go through how to spot good ones. I want you to open our sunflower shirts when we're done here.
Yep, I already got the tab open up there, and we'll get to that.
Cool.
Got stuff like this. See, this is appealing. This is cool. He's got the design shown big, and then he's got mock-ups of how it looks in the shirt. It's on good color. The color usage is good. The font usage is good. I like this. It's not terrible, but it's not great. I personally don't like it. One of you guys might think that it's cool. Ricky might think that it's cool.
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
I have an eye for designs now. I don't know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't hire this guy.
No. There's too many. See, this is horrible. So how does a guy that does this do this? So this is also a red flag, guys. There's a lot of red flags when it comes to designers. Why? Because I can go to Google. Let's do that. I can open up a Fiverr account right now. Go to Google. Look up t-shirt designs. Go to images. And I can make a portfolio. I can make a portfolio out of all these shirts. I can stick them in my portfolio and say, hey, I did these. So your red flag would be let's go back to Fiverr. Your red flag is you have a good-looking mock-up, and then what's this? That makes no sense. See, if this was actually my portfolio, all my mock-ups would look like this. It'd be congruent. Everything will look the same. So there's a lot of red flags that you have to look for also, because it's probably this person's not doing the designs, and he's probably also outsourcing them. So a lot of these people will put up a profile, and they're kind of outsourced the designs, and you want to find someone that you can work with one-on-one. It's an actual
Those one down there that looks good. You see that right there with the maybe I can't show you, but it's that row, the third one in.
This one?
No, yeah, that one. Yeah, those look pretty good.
Yes, this is awesome font usage right here.
Yeah, these are good. These are good.
Yep.
You just have to pick it out, like see it, and like yeah, these are good. But then again, you want to test. Don't go for the premium package immediately. Test them out with a $5 package. Yep. See if they're actually the real designer. They may give you a disgusting design. It doesn't even look like their profile. So no reason to waste $35 from the jump. Give him $5. See how it goes. Then you get his contact information, and then you see if you can work out a deal. And you get some long-term design and stuff like that.
The same way you guys test the $5 PPE ads, you can do it with the shirt. $5. See how it comes out. I'd be pretty, like Ricky said, I'd be pretty confident with this guy. He's got a couple weird things, but for the most part, he's using the same mock-up, so I'm pretty confident that he's actually doing these designs himself. Like, I like this a lot. I'm really big into font usage, guys. This is super nice.
I like that shirt. Stay hungry.
Yeah. This is questionable. Again, questionable. And remember, guys, a designer, you got to think of it as, I don't want to say a robot, but whatever instruction you give him, he's going to return to you. So if you tell him that you want a pink shirt with blue letters with a purple outline on them, that's probably what he's going to give you, even if it doesn't look good. And you're not a designer. So one of my biggest challenges that I've had with all my clients is that I have good clients and bad clients. How do I distinguish a good client and a bad client? And I'm talking to you now from the designer standpoint so you can understand how I think. I don't like clients to tell me how to make the design. If you need a design, all I want to know is your idea. That's it. My job is to make it work. If you have a leak in your pipe at home and you hire a plumber and he comes over to fix your pipe, do you guys stand over him and tell him how to fix it? Press the 1 in the box if you do that. If you don't, press the 2. Right. Okay. So you're going to treat your designers the exact same way. You're hiring your designer because he has a skill that you don't have. If you had that skill, you wouldn't be on the site looking for them. So give him your idea. Literally, the idea you have in your head. You can even go as cheap as giving him just the slogan that you want designed. Out of that slogan, trust me, he will come up with something, and your design is going to be a million times better. When I jumped on with Ricky and his team, he had 2 designers on board. The guys were amazing, but the guy that was managing his project at the time was kind of giving them a little too much information. He was being very specific with them, and he didn't have the design sense that they have. When I jumped in, I kind of let them do their own thing. I was blunt with them, and I told them, you know what? You guys do what you think looks good. From that point on, the designs have improved about 100% in the quality they've given us. So it's kind of do their thing. Go ahead, Ricky.
Sorry, Ricky. Can you open up this? Can you open up this in the chat box? Okay, look for Milantro. He give you the URL. He wants to know if this is a good designer.
Is it the questions box?
Yeah, it said it's Dez that put that in. It's in the questions box.
Sorry, guys. I'm trying to.
Yeah, let me put it to you in the chat box.
Okay.
Right, I put it in the chat box. You should be able to click it now.
Yeah, these are decent. They're not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all. Yeah, these are pretty good.
These are pretty good. I like them.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a guy you want to go with. This is definitely a guy you want to go with.
Also, remember, the reviews on this site, they're not made up. Like, they're pretty legit. I would say 99% of them are legit. So he's got 5-star, almost 5-star, 635 reviews. So I'll look, and they're showing actually what they're reviewing, what they did for them.
Cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's good. He's good. Definitely good. So guys, you get the eye for designs. If you ever question, okay, if a design is good, what I want you to do is I want you to go to Sunfrog and look at their collection of designs.
And I'll open that up. Here you go.
Like literally, like go through some of it, and these are made for shirts. Okay, Sunfrog got it down pat. All their mock-ups look like they actually are printed on the shirt, and that's the same kind of way we do our own mock-ups now. Okay, for Commercify, the ones that we give you in Commercify is made for shirts, okay? The mock-ups are made for shirts, okay? They look like they've been printed on the shirt, even if they haven't been printed on the shirt. So this is how you tell good designs. I mean, some of them are not the greatest, okay? But if you can see, you can see that it's made for shirts.
But there's none that are terrible. There's none that are like, wow, why is this shirt here? There's nothing here that you'll look at and be like, this shouldn't be here. Like, there's some that are ugly, yeah, but there's none there that's like, wow, like this really should not be here type of shirt.
Hathim says, you mentioned the design file format. All designers give a PNG file to upload the design. Is there anything wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with that, but you also want to have the original file. So you have your 2 file types. You have your, I'm going to call them your preview file types, and you have your original file types. Your original file types are going to be your vector files, so your .ai, your .eps, and then you have your Photoshop files, your .psds. You want those files when he sends you the PNG. Why? Because if he sends you, for example, this design right here. Let's say he sends you this design, and you see the shirt's possibly doing well, and you kind of want to scale it now on a white shirt. Can you put this design in a white shirt, guys? Hit a 1 in the box if you think you can put this on a white shirt.
No, they're saying you can't put it on a white shirt.
No. Correct. You cannot put this on a white shirt. Why? Because you wouldn't be able to read the text. Pretty common sense, right? So what would you need to do? You need the original design file, because if not, now you got to go and contact the designer again just to change the color of the font, where you can do it real quick, or now you have the ability to give it to another designer, or when you grow and if you have a team, you can give it to them and they can make the edits that need to be made. So if you only have the PNG file and 2 months down the line you want to make a change to that file and you can't get in touch with the designer again, you're stuck. You can't change that. So you want to have the source file so you, exactly, Gaynor, you hit it right on the money. You want to have the source file so you can change the font color. Correct.
But fine. But I just want to reckon everybody that basically, if you are starting off a one-man clan, you can just go for a design that looks good on a black shirt.
Yep.
Okay, we sell a lot on black shirts. So basically, just go for black, make your design look crazy good on black. Go for a $5, $10 design and run with it, and then you can even upload that right to Commercify.
I'd say 90% of our designs are on black, and I'll pull that up so you guys can see.
Yeah, I'm going to go through inventory management and stuff. Look, one thing before you continue, Ricky, what I want to say is this webinar, okay, this training on day 4 is geared to taking you from being a one-man clan, okay, to becoming a processor, okay, to have processes in place. It's very, very important, and I really want to emphasize that. When I was just a developer working for guys who made a lot of money, okay, I could see my code make them a lot of money, so I kind of thought, like, well, I have to become a marketer. All right, and then I made the transition from being a developer into a marketer. I got really, really good at being a marketer. Okay, but then when I seen 8, 9, 10-figure guys speaking on stage, and I met them personally, all around the U.S. Okay, and guess what? They had systems and processes in place. So they took what they do every single day to make them a lot of money, and they made a system and process around it. I want you guys to realize that. Okay, being a marketer is great. Being a one-man clan, you can do it, but you have to, even if you're doing it like that, you still need to have a process in place. And if you do that now, okay, you'll be in a good spot. Okay, especially by Q4.
Yep, 100%. So just going back, if you notice, this is our store, guys. I'm sure you've seen it. We've pulled it up many times this week. We have one white shirt on our. This is our featured page. We have one, literally one. And I'll be honest with you, that shirt didn't do that well. Most of our shirts that do well are, like Ricky said, on a black shirt with a light design.
Yep. And you see how the designs are made for the shirts? Like, they look like they should be on a shirt. They should be printed on a shirt. Okay, and this is what we do for you guys in Commercify automatically, which makes it ridiculous. Okay, but like honestly, this is what we want to show you. Okay, out of this. All right, and what do we say we're going to cover next out of this?
I kind of just wanted to go into premium designs real quick, just because if they do find a winner, they might want to scale that up. And I'm glad I came to this page because it just so the shirt that I showed you guys, the meat swallow shirt that looked so horrible. So me to make this shirt was that crappy design. So
stupid shirt, Joe.
Yeah. So this is a little nicer than the one I showed you that made me the 40 grand, right? You'd agree? Hit a one in the box, but it's a little nicer. All right,
yeah,
so everybody agrees. So it's obviously a little nicer than what I showed you. Still not amazing, but it's nicer, and it's got a catchy slogan that people are sharing the hell out of because this is our biggest winner right now. And like Ricky said, we're being completely transparent with you. If it was up to me, I wouldn't be showing this to anybody, but he wants to show you guys everything. Yeah, this is our biggest winner right now. We showed you that in our ads manager, I believe it was yesterday, and how much this shirt's making us right now. We actually bumped the budget on it to $250 a day this morning. On the main campaign, and on the LLA, it's up to $150 a day. So we're spending $400 a day on this shirt right now. And yeah, we started at $5, like we said yesterday. So
you know what? I want to say one thing, Ricky. The reason, a lot of people don't want to show their stuff, and I get it. Okay.
Yeah.
But what makes me different? Okay. I'll tell you this much. I don't believe in saturation. That's number one. Okay. There's no saturation in the market when you can have 20 pizzerias within like 5 city blocks.
Yep.
Okay. It's just no saturation. There's too much traffic, okay? And honestly, with the momentum that we got, it would be hard for somebody who's starting out to basically get that momentum, okay? And that's another thing. And Ezra Firestone, I follow him a lot. I'm a part of his mastermind. And let me tell you something. The guy shows everything. He just shows everything. He doesn't care. And I know why. It's because at my current level, I'm not at his current level. So I get with guys that are above me, and he has so much momentum and so much stuff built up, I can possibly catch up within even the amount of time. So, guys, we're just showing you that we really, really do this. and we want you guys to win, and I hope you appreciate that.
Yeah, being 110% transparent. None of this was scripted. None of this was staged. I literally opened up all these tabs 5 minutes before today's webinar, guys. I was not ready for this at all. This is 100% freestyle. That's why I'm kind of jumping up and down a little bit all over the place, and I'll get to all your design questions at our Q&A at the end of the webinar today. Don't worry about that. I'll cover every single one that you guys are asking me. What I do want to jump into real quick so we can move on to the next section is premium designs. And what I mean by premium designs, this is my favorite outsourcing design site. And I actually skipped Upwork, but I'll circle back to that real quick. Let me go to Upwork first, guys. I'm sorry. So Upwork is where we have our main staff hired through right now. And I'm glad that we just hired a new t-shirt designer because I can actually show you what we posted to find her. So this is a post we made, it's only been a month, John, since we've had Rosalie?
Yeah, it's only been about a month.
Okay, so we posted this a month ago. We were looking for another t-shirt designer. Unfortunately, one of our designers got real sick, and we needed to not replace him, but we needed to bring in some extra help to kind of keep up with the demand on the shirts that we were pushing. So we made this post, and let me see if it shows me what I wrote. I don't think it shows me. There we go, view posting. Oh, that's great. That's what good Upwork is, guys.
It happens sometimes. That's I forgot the name of the caching system for that. Cloudflare. Cloudflare has issues.
Yeah. Yeah, this is completely down for me.
All right, look at the reports and stuff. We can come back to it if we can't find it.
Okay, I got it. Yeah, no, this is down, guys. Let me just jump to what do you want to do, reports?
Well, honestly, wait, let's try another browser. Sometimes the cache gets stuck. Just open that in another browser, see what happens. You may have to log in again.
Just send it to me in the chat box.
Hold on. Send it in the chat box. Okay, it's in organizers, right?
Yeah.
All right, there's the login.
Give me 1 second.
Upwork is not at work. Dave, you got it right. Upwork is slacking off today. They're slacking. What is the targeting for the t-shirt meat mouth? I like how he just said that. What's the t-shirt meat mouth? The targeting is basically all barbecue. Like the way I showed you how to do targeting yesterday is the way that you should do targeting for every single thing that you do when it comes down to targeting. So if I say Majed, go target barbecue, you should come up with the calm first, second, and third person view within 3 minutes. After yesterday's webinar, targeting should not be an issue for anybody anymore.
Perfect.
Ever.
It came up. All right, so back to what we were talking about. This is the post we made when we were looking for the shirt designer. A lot of this was filled out by Upwork. They have kind of like question boxes, and you just go fill them out. This is, I believe, the only part that we wrote. Where is it? Actually, I believe all of this was generated by Upwork, wasn't it?
Yes, most of it you.
Yeah, I'd say 90% of this it's really user-friendly, guys. They kind of tell you what you need to be asking and the information you want to get from them to kind of screen them and see if you have something good or not. So this is actually what we wrote right
We
here.
can give them that. That wasn't all generated with that. I wrote that. I remember writing that. So this on the bottom is generated. Okay.
Yeah,
so,
that's right. You wrote all this.
So you guys could just take this and put it in the homework doc for later. So I'll give you this as a template for you guys. All right. Because it definitely gets people and it definitely gets to the point. And that's how we hired this new designer. Her name is Rosalie. And now she's been on for what, a month now? She's kicking ass.
Yeah, she's doing great.
She's coming up with some really nice designs.
At first, she was a little rocky, and it might happen with you guys. You might have someone that just doesn't start up well with you, just because you guys are getting to know each other. And it'll get better as they learn how you want to work and how they want to work. So you kind of have to push through it. But if they have a good portfolio, and especially on Upwork does a really in-depth screening on the people that are on their site, on the freelancers. So it's really hard for them to kind of come in and lie about what they're actually doing. There's still going to be a few, but for the most part, it's pretty safe to come in here and look for a t-shirt designer. So let me show you the proposals that we got from this post. We actually didn't get that many. I'm not racist in any way whatsoever, but I'm going to tell you right now that I stay 100% away from India when I'm looking for a designer. And it's not because I don't like Indians, because I love their development. Their development is kick-ass. When it comes to t-shirts, it doesn't work. And I'm going to tell you why it doesn't work. Our cultures are way too different. So the culture in the United States to India is completely different. If you look at what people are wearing in India, it's nowhere near to what the people are wearing in the United States. Now, if you look to the Philippines, it's a lot closer. The Philippines follows the U.S. very closely as far as style goes. So when you're getting apparel designed, you want to stick to stuff like the Philippines. That's the number one place you want to find a t-shirt designer. I'm actually glad I just remembered that right now. It's very important that you find a Filipino designer. That's going to be your number one. Also, the language barrier is going to be very easy because all Filipinos speak very good English, so you're not going to have a problem talking to them.
Yeah. Do t-shirts sell in India? We haven't targeted international. We only targeted U.S. right now. I'm sure there are. Like if you're Indian and you understand the culture, okay, I'm sure you can design t-shirts for India and target India, but you better make sure that you have some kind of fulfillment out there. I was going to cost you an arm and a leg, you're not going to make any money.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure if we started trying to market to India right now, our shirts wouldn't sell just because the style it's not congruent with what they want or what they like over there, if that makes sense. And you can say the same thing about somebody in the UK or somebody like in Argentina. It's not the same style. Argentina, very bright colors, stuff that people aren't going to wear here. Some might wear it because obviously we have a lot of those Hispanics in the United States, but the majority is not going to buy those styles. So you want to stick to Filipino designers. So when we posted this, we didn't get that many Filipino designers. I think we got two. It was this guy and the girl that we hired, Rosalie. So let's take a look at him. Let's just pretend that this was your post and he posted for you. He basically sends in his cover letter, tells you a little bit about himself, what he does, and then he gives you a link to his portfolio. I don't remember this guy because it's been a while now, but I could guarantee you that his portfolio was not good, which is why we didn't contact him. So let's just take a look at this together. All right, so first thing I see here is that this isn't a t-shirt design. 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 Neither are these. And besides that, his designs are horrible. So that's why he didn't make it past the screening process. I probably looked at this with John, and I didn't even go past like 2 seconds of looking at this portfolio. And you're going to get a lot of these, a lot. This one's bad. If I show you some of the Indian ones, you're going to think they're even worse. And it's not necessarily because they're a bad designer. They don't have the style that we like. So that's why he didn't make it through. I can show you. Let's see, go back.
$7 an hour in Philippines is pretty high, bro.
Yeah, and a lot of the times they'll come in and they'll overbid. So if they're asking for 7, you can come back and offer them a 2 and 3, and they'll still take it.
Well, we've been paying by design too, Ricky. So.
Yeah, with our new designer, guys, we're paying by design. We're actually paying her about $10 per design. Is that right, John?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're paying about $10 for each design with her. With our other 2 designers, we're actually paying them hourly, and they're making about $4 an hour right now. And they just charge us. The Upwork will give them it's like a work clock that comes up, and I can't show you because I'm not logged in as a freelancer, but a work clock will come up. It'll actually screen capture everything they're doing, and it'll send it to you when they're clocking their hours so you can make sure they're actually working. And again, it's $4 an hour. It's super cheap, and they can get a lot of work done in a full day. So, yeah, Wall said that $10 is better than $5. It is.
Especially when you follow, like, I want you guys to go back through day 1, day 2, day 3, and really get it, because this boot camp was designed specifically, okay, to make you experts at selling shirts on demand, experts at, just pretty much what we do right now, okay? The traffic is the most important part, because once you master that, you can feed yourself for life, okay? You can pretty much send anything to any offer, okay?
Also, the good thing with the Philippines, our dollar is worth a lot of money over there. So I believe like a doctor's salary in the Philippines is about 600 to 750 a month. We pay some of our assistants that over there, so they're getting paid the same amount of money that a doctor's getting paid for doing our admin work, which is amazing. I mean, we give them, on top of that, we give them bonuses and we give them gifts, and every time they do a good job, you know, we take care of them. So you get a lot for your money going over to the Philippines. Big difference when you get somebody from the United States that's trying to charge you $55 an hour. If you guys are curious, my hourly rate, I don't go below $100 an hour. So, let's get out of here. And let me just go over the premium designs real quick, and then we'll keep moving. This won't take me that long. So, let's say you guys went through the whole process. You launched your $5 PPE. You found a winner. You got that shirt designed. You posted it, and now that shirt's taking off, and you're making money off that shirt. So now you got a few $100, maybe even a couple thousand that you made from that shirt. You hit a big winner, you got a couple thousand on that shirt. Sales are starting to slow down, and you kind of want to scale that shirt a little higher. What we're doing is that we're taking our designs and we're going one step further and making premium designs. We're basically making sick-looking designs. 99 Designs is one of my favorite sites because of the quality that you get from your designs. Just by looking at this, you can tell. I mean, if you're looking at this stuff and you have any question if it looks good or not, I mean, the quality of these designers is amazing. You're paying for the quality, though. So I think they have 3 packages. I haven't been on here in a minute. Just like bronze, bronze, silver, gold, and platinum. Every time I've come through this site, I've never gone to silver, gold, or platinum. There's no reason to, because when you go through bronze, it's going to reach the exact same amount of people, and I actually don't follow what this says. Expect 30 designs, expect 60 designs, expect 90 designs. It's all bullshit. It's just they're trying to upsell their service. You're still going to get about 100 and something designs buying the bronze package. And this is also, I use this to prospect better designers. So I'll pay this one time, I'll find a good designer, and then I'll message them and I'll make a deal with them to kind of bring them on board and pay them a lot less for their designs. But you're going to get some amazing designs, stuff like this.
Yeah, that stuff. See, but that's worth it. Say you got a winning design, like the one that we got. We made like 9,000 on or whatever like that.
Yep.
Okay, the next step, Ricky, is really take that design, get a guy like this who's gonna make it like this, and then just scale it out. That's another way of scaling. You know, another way of scaling that I didn't mention yesterday on the scaling part was you can scale by design too. Not only scale by ads and ad sets and budgets and LLAs and shit like that. You can also scale by design, so redesign it over and over and over. If someone bought that slogan once and it's a winner, well, redesign that slogan 5 or 6 more times, more premium, and then sell it for a higher premium price. Sell for like $29.95. You know, that's what I'm saying.
Yep, 100%. And I kind of went that route with the whole Teespring thing. Let me see if my premium shirt's in here.
Anthony says he makes his own shirts. What are you a designer too, Anthony? Anthony Miet? I think you said that you make his own shirts. Well, if you can make your own shirts, I mean, that's a plus. That's a big plus. I'm no designer. I mean, I can code a whole software program from scratch and make it amazing, okay? But I can't design for crap. I mean, I can move things around and make it look good, but I can't design like a shirt like that. You know, it'd drive me nuts.
Yeah, that's not showing me the design I was looking for, but I basically got to the point where I hired an illustrator and he was actually from Argentina, but now I hired an illustrator, somebody that could actually draw by hand and do stuff like this. And I had him do a whole barbecue scene with a cow, a chicken, and a pig, and there were like these cartoon characters in front of a smoker, and it was just really colorful. And then I was doing full color prints that way. That was towards the end of my T-shirt career back in 2014. And then I just went back to full-on designing for clients. But anyway, just wanted to go over that with you guys and kind of show you that this is another level of scaling, is going and getting a premium design. So it's not just ads. You also want to scale your design and get something that looks more like something that you'll see in a store, in a Macy's and stuff like that, like in a big brand name store.
And I just want to answer Jeremiah's question. Okay, basically, he said, he has a PPE campaign right now, 600 plus likes, 60 comments. Is that a good time to launch? I think so. I think that's
really,
got 600 likes on that already.
You could have launched it. You could have. What was the ad spend on that, Jeremiah? $3.76. That's like
Wow.
can you share that share with us so we can run it? Yeah, you need to go launch that right away. Once the webinar's over, that's your personal homework for me to you. You need to go get that launched. 100%. That's a winner. You found a winner right there. A major winner.
No doubt, no doubt. Cool, Jeremiah. Glad to have you, bro. Taking action. So I love seeing.
So,
all right, so let's move on to the next section. The next section, we're going to start talking about the Pulse, okay, which is a process management system that we use. Okay, we're going to start talking about how we made processes around it. We just wanted to get through how to spot good designs, how to vet out designers, so that you guys are getting quality from the start, and you really got a good jump on everything. Okay, and I think Ricky did an amazing job right there. Let's give Ricky a virtual handshake and clap, because I think he did a great job explaining what he does, and that comes from 20 years experience, straight up 20 years experience. They're giving you all claps, Rick. You did a great job. Okay?
Awesome. Appreciate it, guys.
Cool, cool. All right, so John is going to get on the line now, and he was the first one that I threw into the Pulse and said, John, make some processes, and this is how we're going to do it. And then we kind of just tweaked it and tweaked it and tweaked it over the year. And as we started hiring more people, I mean, we got people in the U.S., we got people in India, we got people in the Philippines, we got people all over the place. So our whole business is remote. It would be nice to have an office, but it just didn't work out like that. So when we still produce, a lot of cash flow. So bottom line is we want to show you what processes we came up. So like when you get a designer, okay, how do you manage the process? How do you manage that design? How do you get it from concept to launch? Okay, when you're doing research, how do you get that from concept to launch? Okay, research process. So you're doing research, and then you are QAing it, so quality assuring it, making sure that you're going to even get it to a designer. So let's go into that right now. Open up the Pulse, and we're going to show you right now how we came up with this system. Now, this wasn't overnight, okay? By any means, this was not overnight, okay? This took a lot of hustle, a lot of bickering, and a lot of, crap to get it to a point that we have now. All right, so we're going to show you a proven system that we've been using to launch the T-shirt business. And like I said, this T-shirt business is only one stream. I reckon you guys that even though you learn this T-shirt business, you get it off the ground, you make it work for yourself, okay, you learn the traffic, you still introduce other streams to it. You teach, you come up with digital products, you do lead gen and all that stuff. And I'll say that for tomorrow's webinar when we go through critiques and Q&As. So go ahead, John and Ricky, take this away. Let's see the brains behind this.
So here what I have, the first thing Ricky has got on his screen here is the research section. This is where I put my physical product, my on-demand, which is T-shirt research, and I put my my shirts that I want to test for PPE design so that we can get them redesigned. That's where I put them in this board when I find the concepts.
Yeah, these are basically our step one. So when John finds something that looks cool, a cool meme, another shirt, or something like that, he basically goes in here and he'll make one of these. These are called pulses. So the name of the software is called the Pulse, and then each of these is called a pulse. That's what they're referring to. So he'll make a pulse.
Let's explain it from the bare minimum, okay? Think of the Pulse as Google Sheets, like an Excel sheet, mixed with Basecamp. All right, so go to the top. You're in the middle of the page. Okay, you can have different groups. Okay, like we're going to be doing pillow research. We got pillows coming. Okay, physical concepts, on-demand concepts. So we like to keep things formatted right. So you got your date created, your niche, maybe your sub niche, product type, comments, and this is just a growing system. Some we use, some we just don't even use. It's a waste of time. But like, say you click on one of them, like the PP ads for testing. Let's click one of that. It opens up a project management, a Basecamp, basically, where you can have updates, you can have info boxes, you can have conversations about that pulse. Okay, so what we like to do is we like to have the research set up so that we just continuously put more research in here and more research. Okay, and then we can take research to the design board, okay, the design pulse, and get that made by the designers. Can you make the screen a little bit bigger? They're having trouble seeing.
Now, this particular pulse that Ricky is showing right now is a pulse that I would make a PPE ad out of for testing. like we showed you guys in the past couple days.
So
Yeah.
basically, it sits in here while the PPE ad's running. Then if we see if it's a winner or not, let's say this was a winner, we then go ahead and grab this, and then we'd move it to another board. So on this left side are the different boards, and we actually made all these. When you first, if you decide to use the Pulse or whatever other project management system you use, it's very customizable. We actually made all these different sections. So basically from research, if John sees this as a winner, he throws it over to my area, which is the t-shirt design area. And then this is where all our designers and team are. So if you see up here, we have Ricky, we have our project manager, we have John, we have me, and then we have our two designers, actually three designers, I'm sorry, and our other support staff. So we have three sections in here, and this is kind of the order we do things in. And like Ricky said, this is easier for you to manage when you're running a team because there's so many moving pieces. So we needed an easy way that we can just kind of come in here, take a glance at this, and see what was going on and what wasn't and what needed to be finished and what's getting done. So we have three different sections. We have pending designs, we have completed designs and assets, and then we have ready to move to the ads queue. What does that mean? Pending designs are designs that are waiting to be created. So, for example, when a design first comes into this board, it comes in as pending. So we have a status tab, and again, we created all this. You can create different columns. If you wanted to create another column, we can, and we could name it whatever we want. So we made a status tab, and within that status tab, we have different statuses. So we have pending, review, can be finalized, needs changes, final assets delivered, needs changes, needs images, used new asset mockups ready, QA, you get the gist. So it comes in as pending. I've instructed our designers that when they start working on a design, they switch it to in progress, and that just lets me know now when I come in here, all I have to do is take a glance, and I know that they're working on these shirts. Once they're done working on the shirt, and I know when it's time to look to see what it is they designed, they're going to change from in progress to review, which is this red one here. So let's all review this one together because I haven't had time to check it out today. So this is a new design we had one of our designers make. And we've actually been working on this. It started off with John sending him this. So this is what John sent him. This was a winner from one of our PPE campaigns. This is how I roll with the ambulance. And then this is what our designer came back with a day later. He gave us these three different options. Give us that one, give us that one. At that point,
I gotta say something. You have to have fun with the t-shirt business. You gotta just be able to laugh because some of these shirts are just funny, yo.
Well, I mean, if it makes you laugh, then you know it's gonna make someone else laugh. But if you're looking at it and you're like, oh, like really, this is how I roll. Like, if it's not, somebody else probably gonna feel the same way you do. So, yeah, definitely. Yeah. So then I came back and I told him which one of the three I liked. I told him I liked number 2, which was this one. I like to stick to the one color on the black. The reason I like to do this is because it pops up more, and I know it's going to pop up more on people's news feeds on Facebook. It's not because I like black shirts with white text. I do it because I know this is going to catch someone's eye more than this. Why? This is a little harder to read. If I'm scrolling through my phone real quick, I'm not going to read this. It's just, I'm going to see the ambulance, and I'm really not going to read the slogan, and like I said before, the slogan is your key. So I could have probably had him like redo the font here, like I did here, but then I still wasn't a fan. I don't know. It wasn't calling me.
I don't like that one either. I don't like that one.
I like the black. About it, I didn't like it. The black ones just look classy, look better. It's a lot better. I know if somebody's scrolling through this real quick, it's going to catch your attention and make them stop.
Yeah, I like that. The black one is nice. That really is a nice one.
So if you look up top, me knowing this niche very well, I told them to lose the scrolls because the scrolls are things that people that are in this niche really aren't going to really like, and that's what.
So you guys saw what the original designs that he sent us were and where we got to with these. Again, it's this outline that I'm not a fan of.
I'm not a fan of that one. I really ain't. I actually like the black one, the other one with the scrolls. I really do.
Yeah,
I think that one is.
I think we need to tell him to go back to.
Yeah, I like that one.
This one, remove the and just maybe I don't know. I'd remove the.
I would go with all that. And I would just remove the scroll. I just go with everything on that and just remove the scroll, and then basically that perfect shirt.
Yep.
Yeah.
And even that bottom stuff that looks like a squirrel or some shit, I would take it out of there.
Yeah. Yeah, just as a match with the whole.
Yeah, it looks like he's eating some acorns or some shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it does look like a squirrel. Wow. So, basically, this is our design process for every shirt, guys.
You're getting over the shoulder right now what we actually do behind the scenes. Why, like, this is what we do. Like, we
So
come
we kind of
in.
worked a little bit with you guys on the webinar. Like, we're making a decision, but you guys get to see exactly what it is that we do day to day when we're making a decision on what shirt we're gonna run. So John came back and told him he didn't like the scrolls, and he hasn't got back to us with the revisions yet. Well, yeah, he did. He sent us these. We just got to basically tell him to go back to that original one, John. So
Okay.
once that's finalized, let's say I end up liking the design, I'll reply, I'll tell them which one I like. I'll switch this to can be finalized, just like these up here are finalized. And then they'll come in and they'll give us the final files. So at that point, they'll switch this to final assets delivered. At that point, we're done in pending designs. Why? Because the whole design process is done. Final assets delivered means he sent me the PNG, he sent me the AI, and he sent me the EPS file. So once that's done, I'd grab this and move it down to completed designs and assets. From there, Ashley, which is one of our supports, she'll go and she'll publish a shirt onto our site. Is that correct? John, you want to take it from this point? Because this is more your area.
Ashley, or we have another girl, Yvonne, and they'll take it and they'll put it on the site, and they'll move it over into ready for ads queue. Then once it's
Now, let me just explain a little bit, John, about how to get it to the site. Okay, we use Commercify. So when he means get it to the site, it doesn't mean manually copy and pasting images. We upload it in Commercify. It creates all the mock-ups for us on the fly. It gets it ready. Now, in our own catalog system, and I'm going to show you this at the end of the webinar, how we use it, and now Ashley will one-click it over to our store, and now it'll be ready for us to sell. So that's what we mean about, getting a process. The first is the research process that you've seen, concepts. Then it goes into the design process where we have, a little bit of, a reviewing system, the stuff, an urgency system. Then it goes to a launch process. It's completed. Now we need to launch it. How do we launch it fast? We use Commercify. We get it up on the software. The software does all the heavy lifting for us, sets up all the meta, auto-fulfilled. We're all good to go. Okay, now, John, you can continue when we move into the ads queue.
Now that everything is on the site and we've adjusted our prices to the price we want to sell the shirt at, we'll put it in this block which says move to ads queue, which will lead us to our next board. If you want to go to the ads queue board, Ricky.
Wait, before we move on, I just want to know, everybody in the crowd, you guys liking this? Put a one in the box if you guys like this, or tell me what you think. You having fun? You having fun here? I don't want to bore you guys. Cool. Oh, hell yeah. All right, cool. I like you guys are liking it. All right, awesome stuff. I just want to make sure, man, because you know what? I mean, some of this stuff could be boring, but we're trying to make this as fun as possible. Because once you get these systems in place, you're going to see the money coming into your bank accounts. I mean, honestly, like once you have a systemized way of processing things, you just do it over and over and over, you guys are going to be set.
I mean,
Yeah, it makes everything easier, makes everything a little faster.
Yeah, and I mean, even if you're the only one doing things, it's a way to keep yourself organized.
On demand, I want to answer Lon's question. All our printing is on demand. That's what they call it, on demand printing, because it's not actually inventory. The only inventory we have, especially in Tampa right now, is just blank shirts. Okay, and we have something called screens, because what we do is we have screen printers that create the shirts. All right, but we don't really hold inventory other than that. Okay, so when you guys use Commercify and you use our designs and stuff like that, you can rest assured that you don't have to worry about inventory. Everything's taken care of for you in the back end.
So we're now on the ads queue. So after your shirt's designed, we basically move it over to another board that we made, which is the ads queue. The ads queue is the step right before stuff gets put on Facebook ads. So right before we launch a WC ad on these shirts. So these are all shirts that were already approved and ready to go. If you want, we can look at this one. This is actually a mug. John, did we do this as a mug or did we change this to a shirt?
We changed it to a shirt. So you can just move that to the mug inventory because we changed that to a shirt.
Okay, let me do the next one. So this is actually a shirt that was ready. So we put it in the ads queue, and all that means is that it's ready to go into our ads manager, which at that point we have one of our supports create the post, and then they go in and then create the initial ad, and then we go in there, and that's when at that point we let it run and we start watching to see if it's going to be a winner or a loser. If you had a PPE ad that won, for example, I think it was Jeremiah that had the one that had the 600 likes and stuff, that could still be a loser. There's like a lot of factors. I'm going to be honest with you. It doesn't mean that it's going to win 100%. It's just your chance of it winning is a lot higher than it losing. So these are all the shirts that we have lined up for tomorrow morning to set up ads for. Then down here we have the section running. These are all the ads we have running right now. So once we're done with the shirts up here, we basically just move it down. So let's say, for example, this shirt, if it's already running, we'll just go down here and move it down. So kind of let's just glance at this and see everything daily of what's ready to launch and what's going to be running.
Okay,
Now, like there are little processes in place here. Like like you have to, this is just a board that's showing you stuff. But like Ashley knows her job. Okay, she knows to go. Okay, when it's in that board, take it now, upload it to Commercify, get it ready in the store, get the link, and put it into the post. John knows from there, okay, now the post needs to be made. So we have another one of our support go in and make the post on the fan page, or make the post using the Power Editor, just like we showed you. So these, like, you guys set up these little onesie and twosie processes in place so that it's working like an assembly line.
You want to show the statuses, Ricky, so that they can see how we have the statuses set up? So what we have here is we have a status for it. So if it's a new shirt that needs a post, we mark it new. When the VA is done creating the post, he marks it ready for QA, and then when I run the ad, I mark it running.
Yeah, so this is really customizable to the way that you want to set it up. So it's just helping you set up a process, like Ricky was saying, depending on your team. And even if it's just yourself, it'll help keep you organized and kind of keep you moving as far as launching shirts and making sure what's running, what's ready to launch, what's not, everything that's in your design queue, stuff you want to design, stuff you're researching. So this is an overview of everything that we're doing on the back end as far as launching a shirt from start to finish. Now, after a shirt's running, if it's not a winner and we end up killing that ad, it's actually a whole other board. We used to have it in the same board, but now we actually move it to a whole other board, which is the killed ads board. So these are actually all ads that we've killed, basically shirts. And I think this is a pretty big board. So if you guys see, these are all shirts that didn't win for us. These didn't do anything for us. Nothing. We lost money on all these, looking for winners. And you see how much I'm scrolling. Still not done.
See, like this stuff happens. Like sometimes you're just not gonna win. But it doesn't mean that they're complete losers. We may go back into them and then revisit the angle, maybe the copy. We'd maybe be a little bit different with the copy. We'd look at the mock-up and be like, maybe the mock-up wasn't made right or something. Or we'd look at the shirt design and say that, well, basically the shirt design kind of sucks. Maybe we can make it better. So we don't like just lose. It's still a unit. It's still a unit that can be sold. But you got to understand that you will have losers, like a lot of losers. So and what we're showing you here is also before we discovered the PPE method of testing.
Right.
Okay, so we were just like shooting shit against the wall, basically. Okay, and we're trying to save you from doing that. Okay, so basically the PPE process that we taught you, okay, is a really, really good way of doing things, because even if it doesn't win and it won during the test, okay, at least you have a 50% head start on it, okay, whereas we were just shooting shit against the wall. So, like, we're not saying these are all losers, but we're going to have to, see we have a board over here that says a status says re-angle, is because what we're going to do is we're going to come back and we're going to revisit it. And we're going to say, all right, well, what made this shirt fail? Let's see. Was it the engagement? Was it the price? Okay? Was it, was it the mock-up? Like, what do you think it was? Here, go to that right quick. Open it up. Okay, so it could just be the design. Could be the price. Could be the design. Okay, something made it fail. All right, so in my opinion, I kind of think it was the design. Honestly.
100% was the design. Yep.
I think the design. That shouldn't even got designed. But listen, as we grew up with this system, okay, we made mistakes, okay? You know, sometimes mistakes happen. Things got approved when they shouldn't have got approved. Things got to the air queue and were launched. We had another guy managing the traffic, and he was just launching, but not really paying attention. So we lost a lot of money in that way of just, you know, learning how to redefine and retweak the processes. So that's something that we're just trying to save you money with and just let you understand that that shit will happen. But you just got to make sure that if we can give you, like, you know, a 50, 60% boost start, okay, and let you know our mistakes, you have a better chance. And now what Ramsey said, could you safely use upload designs from Commercify and the price? We set Commercify to industry standard pricing, which is $21.95. Shirts do sell at $21.95 with no problem, okay? But we want doorbusters as they come in, so that's why we sell some shirts. We sell them at $9 for the $5.95 shipping and handling. Okay, that may make us like $2 or $3 on top.
I did make that document, Ricky. If you want to hand that out, that PDF from the other day.
Yeah, I did. It's in the homework, dude. It's in the homework.
Okay. Cool.
So basically, under I think in day 2 or day 3's homework, you'll have that document which basically shows you the pricing, okay, that John made and what we tested. So I'd say that if you really want some doorbusters with Commercify, lower it down, okay, to $14 with a $5.95 shipping and handling. That'll get you doorbusters. We've tested $14 and it doesn't really work. Once you got like profit to work with, like we do, that's why we lowered our shirts down to $9, because we wanted more people into the store, knowing that we're going to lose a little bit of money on the front end, but make more money on the back end. So I always suggest selling higher, just start selling shirts for higher. Like I want to sell my shirts at $24.95, $29.95. But in order to do that, I need to get traffic in the site. So I need to interrupt the person from Facebook and get them to my site. How do I do that? By pricing and design.
Ian said he saw that other shirt that we were selling for $7. Ian, that's a price we were testing a long time ago just to get traffic into the site. It wasn't working. So remember, the stuff that we're showing you in this system is our backend. So these are just mock-ups that our designers are giving us. I don't know if you downloaded the mock-up that I gave you of the shirts, but it's basically what we're using. So, for example, for these, like where it says sale $9, I showed you in my video how to change the $9. One of our designers just gives us the mock-up with the 7. We tell him what to change it to once we finalize it. So it's a variable number that can change. Jeremiah said, what price do you suggest for my first Teespring campaign? Jeremiah, I believe their margins the way they are now, I think you could start it at 14 and you could still make a pretty good profit on each shirt.
Yeah, sell it for 14 with $5.95 shipping and handling. Sell it like that. You'll make money.
Actually, with if he does the Teespring route, Teespring handles the whole shipping side of it, so you're making your profit just off the shirt. So I think at 14, I think you're still making about $8 a shirt.
Yeah, $14 is a good price. 14 is a really damn good price. Okay, but just to clarify again, you see $9 because we are willing to lose some money on the front end. Okay, you may not be in a situation where you can lose some money in the front end right now. You need to make the money right now, right? So if you're in that situation, don't go at 9. Go at 14. You have to test the price.
Yep. Philip said, being stubborn cost me a load of money. Massive traffic, but not many wanted to pay $24.95. Yeah, Philip, that's a little high unless it's a super premium design. So meaning proven slogan that was already selling. So you got redesigned to look a lot better. Then you could probably try to push it at that price. But starting off, I wouldn't put it at $24.95. Not right now. There's way too much competition. And you're probably not going to do very well at that price point.
The best advice we got was to start the price off low and then slowly raise it.
So what I mean by that is if you're starting at like 9, okay, you would slowly raise it $1, okay, every day until you reach a tipping point where it stops selling. So that means you wouldn't have the $9 on your image. You would just say have sale. And I kind of think, guys, that we need to start doing that. Get rid of this $9 crap and just have sale. I think we need to start killing that. Because, you know, we got our doorbusters right now, okay? We just want to start selling at premium prices. So let's designate say this is, I'm telling you guys live because this is what we do when we're behind the scenes. Like, this is exactly how we talk behind the scenes. So I'll come in because look, I run a lot of different processes in my business, okay, that Ricky and John doesn't, okay. So like they're taking care of this, and then I'll step in, you know, maybe once a week and be like, okay, this is a new movement of things we need to do. So in my professional opinion, I think we need to kill the $9 right there, and we just need to start putting sale, and let's see how the shirts sell.
Yep, I agree.
All right. All right, so let's move on. We're going to move on to now fan page support and management. I'm going to take the screen, and John, you're going to hop on over here. Okay, you guys, are you guys ready to move on? You guys ready to move on? Keep it going. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. You know the deal. We keep it moving. Put a one in the box. We keep it moving. All right, 1 second. Let me grab the screen.
I think I gotta make you the.
I know there's 3 Rickies here. Here 1 second. I got
I
it.
don't know which one.
I got it. All right, guys. So the next thing we're covering right now is fan page support and management. Okay. Now we do have 2 types of support boards. We use a system called Help Scout. Okay. And we do get support there at Help Scout as well. But what we started recently doing was this. Okay. And I'm going to show you guys right here. Okay. Let me go over here. No, I wasn't it. Let me go over here. Wrong damn browser. I like doing that a lot. Okay. Okay. What we started doing on our store, and I'll make this bigger. Let's go to Jersey. Okay. If you look to the bottom over here, when it pops up, you see this little messages box scrolling up right there. Okay. That is built into Shopify. Shopify gives you this automatically. Okay, so you don't need any new apps. You don't have to pay monthly for it. No crap like that. You just switch it on the back end. I think we showed you that the other day in the store settings how to turn that on. Right? Then you click this, and guess what? It opens up the messenger. Okay, then you can go to the messenger. All right. So let me continue with that. See how that works. So now we're in Jersey Boardwalk style messenger. Okay, so now I can start to get started. Now, when a customer, look at this, look how cool this is. When a customer clicks get started, what Facebook's doing now is saying, oh, you just allowed me to speak to you with my bots, basically. So we automatically send a free message to them. You can shop now, you can visit our website, or you can learn more. And you can control this in Shopify. Now, when they start to message us, okay, we're going to go into our fan page, okay, and we're going to have our messages right here. So just to illustrate that, okay, I'm going to put some in John. John is, all right, I was going to say something else, but hold on. I'm trying to be PG here. All right, so put that in, and over here now, okay, look, it pops up. John is cool. Okay, so now John can talk to me, and now what happened to this account now? Okay, is it's added to a list inside of Facebook that you have authorized Facebook Messenger to communicate with me. So that means now what we can do is we can run ads to my account. Okay, when you're doing the ads, there's a new messenger option, and now I can start to just put 20% discount coupons and stuff like that right in this inbox. Okay, and we have I think Yvonne takes care of a lot of this, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, tell her she has to get to work. So there's a bunch of stuff in it. All right, anyway, so that's basically what we do for the messenger. And, John, do you have anything that you want to add to this?
Go to the page itself, the fan page itself. Just click page.
Oh, my bad.
You can what we've done too. We've also put our shop right on the page. If you scroll down.
All right, 1 second. Let me. The question box sometimes freezes on me. Let me just pop it back out. I have to close it and pop it back out. All right, so we want to go though.
Scroll down. It says shop. We also put right there. We also put the shop right on the page. So any product that's on our site is right on our fan page now.
So you want to tell them how you did that?
It's all inside Shopify. You just hook it up right inside Shopify.
And yeah, look, here's our shop that exists right on around the thing. And this made us some money. It didn't make us a lot of money, but it made us some money, right?
Since I put it on there, it's made us like $300 or $400.
No doubt. So it's just free money laying around that you would have missed. And that's why it's important to keep on doing it. It's like 240 new likes, 10,000 likes, okay, which is great. So if we go over here to the store, let's go to admin. All right, let's go to admin quick. And where do we go for that?
Go to sales channels.
Facebook?
Facebook.
So there you go, guys. Okay, Shopify is doing their job of hooking you up by giving you the way to do Messenger, giving you the way to place buy buttons. So now, I mean, you can make a buy button and put it on another site. Messenger, you got Pinterest. Pinterest has always been there. And as you can see over here, once you start hooking this up, right, it's going to automatically do this for you. So you don't have to worry about anything, right? You just set it up and then it starts going, right?
Right.
So so Dave, you don't have to run any Facebook ads for this. This is just going to literally take your store and put it inside of your fan page itself. So fan pages are huge right now. I mean, they're just blowing up and getting bigger and bigger. I mean, fan pages are glorified blogs, okay? And they get organic traffic too as well, just as a WordPress site would. So you got to spend some time, okay, and understand your page, understand its insights, okay? Build more fans. It just makes more sense, okay? And that's basically that's how we do support. Okay. Anything else you want to add to it?
Not
page.
Just you have to make sure that your content is congruent with your niches. Like on this page, we do a lot of camaraderie, which is police, firefighters, stuff like that on our store. So on this page, what we tend to do is we have some police posts, we have some fire, some EMS posts, but we also put things relevant to New Jersey and the boardwalk on the site for content.
And look, we're getting like testimonials here. Just got my shirt, love it. Look at that. Why, guys, you need to take screenshots of this stuff, bro. I didn't say it. Look at me yelling at them. Because that's what I do. I yell at people. Yeah, look, when stuff comes up like this is gold, like right here. I don't understand, like, how we don't even have screenshots of that. No, let me see what that post was.
You gotta check the page post.
Hey, John, you need to write this down, okay? This is stuff that bothers me when we have stuff like this and we don't have screenshots of it. Okay. Look at that. Awesome. Look at that. Okay, so you always want to be hooking up with your page. Okay, you always want to be liking stuff. Like we should be liking this stuff. Like, I don't get why we're not. But you find holes in the system. You always are going to find holes in the system. And I don't mean to yell at them, but you got to understand that we do a lot. We do a lot. All right. Okay. Everybody on our team, we have a lot that we deal with in the course of a day. So some of this stuff does get forgotten. Okay, but we just need to remind each other that this stuff is stuff that will make you more money. This is the stuff that we can get our theme developer to put on the site, on the homepage, or under the shirt that we're selling. Okay, this is the stuff that you want. All right, like we can reach out to each of these people and say, hey, listen, we want to give you a 50% off discount for the store. Give us a photo of your shirt, or we can hit up everybody in Messenger who got the shirt and say, listen, we're trying to get people who want to show themselves wearing the shirt, or we'll give you a 20% off coupon for your next purchase, and social proof. What is this? Social photos app? What is that? Let me see what this is. Oh, nice. So this is just okay. So this pulls in Instagram. That's what it does. It pulls in Instagram. Looks like it pulls in Instagram. That's what it looks like. That's pretty cool. Yeah, good resource. Thanks a lot, Ed. Appreciate that. It does other social networks too. That's awesome. All right. I'm glad somebody automated this. It needs to be automated because then we have to take screenshots and all the other stuff. If we can automate this, which you guys look. This is what's cool about being live. You can't learn this over a video. You just can't. Just being live, we communicate with each other. We have we brainstorm. We find cool things that you wouldn't know of. Stuff like that.
Can 100% scripted, and you wouldn't see any of this.
Yeah, but this is scripted. Yep, you miss a lot of stuff. Okay. All right. So you guys ready to move on to the next section? We're gonna start to wrap it up soon. This today was going to be a short one, and I knew it because it's all about systems and processes. However, it's because I do want you to prepare for tomorrow as well. Okay, tomorrow we're going to have a critique and question and answer about the whole week. Part of your homework is go through the past 3 days and get it popping. We want to see screenshots. We want to see your PPE stuff. We want to see your targeting. We want to see fan pages that you created. Okay, like I was very, very transparent with my whole business to you guys this whole week, and I want you to be the same, because if you show me this stuff, we will figure out how we can help you make it better. Okay, so don't be scared to show stuff. All right. So let's move on to the next section. Okay, so in this section, we're going to show you how we use Commercify. So the people that have Commercify, this section's for you. If you don't, Commercify is closed right now until April, but if you really, really want it, we could work out something for you guys. I'll just have you guys contact help. What is it?
Support.
What is it? Support. No, hit up the other one.
Help at support.com.
Okay, help at rickysupport.com. Help at rickysupport.com. We'll figure it out. Or Commercify.io, my bad. Support at Commercify.io. All right, so let's pop over in Commercify, and we're going to show you how we use it as a tool for inventory management. So right here is, now you guys have access to this as well. This is our back-end admin, okay, and this is our personal stuff. All right, you guys have the same thing. If you log into your account, in your on-demand catalog, you have a catalog admin and you have a main catalog. This would be specific to you. So the main catalog, we'll have our designs too as well that we release to the Commercify community. But the catalog admin is your own personal admin. This is where you can upload designs, and we're going to generate the mockups for you and everything on the fly. All right, and then you can one-click into your store in the main admin. So as you see here, we got some ways of doing it. Okay, well, so when we showed you the pulse, and we showed you over here, where was it? Not the ASQ, is the T-shirt design board. Okay, see, completed design assets, and actually knows, okay, what we need to do is log into Commercify. We got to create the product. So you press the create button. All right, so now she'll put a title, she'll put up the niches that it goes in so we can find them, okay, and then basically she'll designate what it is. Is it a front design? Is it a back design? Is it a front and back design? Is it a front pocket design? Is it a back and front pocket design? So most of the time it's a front design, okay? So we come down over here, we leave this alone. There's a tested copy that just works. Just leave it alone. You don't have to add anything to it. Okay, and then we'll start to create our variations. Okay, so we'll make a unisex shirt, okay, for small, medium, large, extra large, maybe 3L. Maybe we want this in black, and maybe we want this in pink as well. All right, then we'll design, okay, a woman's shirt, and say we want that in pink as well. We want that as 3X as well. Then we'll come and we'll just say we want a V-neck shirt. So we'll V-neck, we'll do a 3X, and this is the pink that it supports. Okay, blah, 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 down the list. Now, as we did this, you're going to see this pop up with, everything and all the variations, styles, and colors. Okay, so at this point, we designate which is the default variation that we're going to upload to our store, which is usually the unisex shirt. Okay, you can override the mockups by clicking this button. If you don't want us to create the mockups for you, you can override it by just clicking this and uploading your own mockup that you want to show on the store. All right, also down over here, okay, you can upload your assets. So we have our designers instructed to make a 1200 by 628 image and a 1200 by 1200 photo for the stuff that we tested on the Facebook news feed, all right? And basically, we upload it here, and that comes available to the community when we release the shirt, right? At that point, we're pretty much done. You uploaded the image here, we create the product, it goes out there, it creates all your mock-ups for you. Okay, your FB ad images are saved, and then it ends up, okay, in your admin. Now, just because it's created in the admin doesn't mean that it's going to show up in your main catalog yet. The reason being is because we have quality assurance. In the admin, we have two types of quality assurance, all right? Now, basically, what we do here is we make sure that it looks good. The mock-ups were generated correctly. Sometimes, we had a problem where it would make the image too small, but we fixed that bug. But bottom line is we just check it. So, like, say I wanted to check this one. I click into it. Okay? Now I can see here's, this was uploaded. Here's the title. Here's the description. All the variations are set. Everything's done, taken care of for us. All right, we have our default. We can edit each one if we like. Okay, and everything's ready to go. Okay, now for our own stuff that we do personally, we have the FB images in Dropbox, but we could store them here if if we want to. Okay, and we can see where this is synced on. Okay, what kind of stores this is synced on. This is all the type of stuff that you guys have in Commercify. That's what makes it so damn powerful. So once it's QA'd, you're gonna have a main catalog. Now your main catalog is going to show everything, okay? Everything that you can use in Commercify. And we release designs every couple of weeks. We're just putting more and more designs in here. And all you need to do is just click this one button, okay? That's going to pop up a way so you can add it to your store. So you select your store, you select the collection that you wanted to come on, okay? You can refresh the collection, okay? Now no collection for the store. Then you can designate, okay, I want my unisex shirt to be the first thing person sees when they visit my shop. And now I can even change the price. So say I want to sell this for $14. I can change it right there, click this button. I'm not going to do it, but it's going to go added to our store on the fly. And this is how we use Commercify, day in and day out as a system for inventory management. Now what's coming to it is going to be pretty much amazing. We're going to have full on-demand product lines. We're talking about hats. Not only mugs and shirts, we're going to have hats, we're going to have pillows, we're going to have sneakers, we're going to have tote bags, pretty much everything, okay? And we're also going to have a new physical catalog, okay, which is going to be consistent of pretty much done for you, auto-fulfilled, okay? So are you guys hearing me? Put a one in the box. I want to make sure you guys are still hearing me. I don't see you guys hearing me. Okay, cool, guys. All right. My access don't show where I can change the price. Renato, we'll have to check that. That should be available to the public users. All right. Guy, hit up support at commercify.io. We'll take care of you. Okay, is there some way? Okay, Ricky too. Leave it as this question for you. Is there some way to get more fonts into Photoshop?
Yeah, and I'll post a link in the group to a site that I use to get free fonts. You don't got to pay for them. I'll do that right after the webinar.
All right, so guys, we're coming to the end of this one, and tomorrow's going to be a pretty long one. So just make sure that you're ready for tomorrow. That's when we're going to close out pretty much the 5-day boot camp. I hope you guys had a really, really good time. We had a lot of fun training you and showing you our systems and our processes, okay, and what makes us successful. And I hope that you guys do take massive action on it. So my homework for you guys for today is to go back through the last 3 days. Okay, go through the homework documents that we put in. I put a lot of time into giving you those resources and making sure that you have the stuff that you need in every step of the way. Watch the videos. In the backgrounds, we got Bill Grove's Scale team is cutting up this into modules for you so that we can give you a course that you can log into. All right, and it's going to be modularized. So if you guys are going to have evergreen access to that. So meaning that you don't have to pay anything extra and additional for it. It's going to be a login where you can go into and you can get this at any time you need it. Okay, and basically we want you to vet out designers. So just because you go get designs on Fiverr doesn't mean that you can't get a better designer on Upwork. It's about vetting them out. In the end of the day, I'd rather pay $5 an hour or $5 to $10 per design than having to fish back and forth with Fiverr all day. I'd rather just basically talk to you on Skype, talk to you in my Slack community, my Slack group, and say, hey, I need this changed. Or I want to give them access to Pulse, okay, where they can go in and they can see the live feeds and stuff like that. And I'll give you guys a way to get Commercify because right now it's closed, okay? But just hit up support at commercify.io. We'll make some way to do it, okay? Create processes, even if you don't use the Pulse. Say you're a one-man clan, you can get the Pulse for I think it's a 14 or 30-day free trial. If you only have 1 or 2 people in it, it's not going to cost you an arm or a leg to do it. All right, you say you love Commercify, Ramsey. I'm awesome, dude. So much great stuff. This is a long-term play for us. The software is on the 2.5 years in development now. It's just getting better and better. All right, so I want you guys to create processes. Go through this again. okay, and write down some processes, okay, a research process, okay, and statuses for the research process. How does that get to a designer? And then how is the designer going to communicate with you? Then after you get the final assets, okay, how are you going to launch that? Okay, how are you going to launch that on your store? Or if you don't have a store and you don't have commercial buy, look, you can launch it on Teespring. You can launch it on Represent. You can launch it on different platforms. It's very important that you guys get, the traffic training that I gave you just yesterday. It was a very long webinar. We were on for about 3 hours. Okay, and we covered everything from A to Z. And I know it was a lot for you guys to bite on, okay, but we wanted to give you guys a solid training that built you up from day one, the building processes, okay, and now tomorrow is going to be about helping you. It's not going to be about more of our processes. We gave you everything. We opened up our back end. We showed you our stores. We showed you our ad accounts. We showed you the reporting. We showed you how we vet designers out. We did everything. So now the ball's in your hand. Okay, and we did it for an unbelievable price. I could have charged $997 for admission to this. And you know what? I just wanted to basically get everybody in. That's something that's going to wow you and show you that we're real and that we got good things coming to the community, and we want you guys to win. All right? So the small admission fee was just for us, okay, to take the time out to do this, and we do appreciate you being customers, subscribers, and friends, and we definitely want to help you out. All right? So let's go into a short Q&A, and then we're going to start to wrap this up. So anything you guys want to say? Francis said it was amazing, awesome, guys. And likewise, while Ricky and John answer some questions, I'm gonna go to the group and I'm gonna post that nice little post I like to make. All right.
Yeah, if you guys have any, I don't know if you guys have. I haven't been looking at the questions log, but if you guys have any design questions, just copy paste them and send them to me again, and I'll go over it right now.
Diana, support at commercialify.io.
You guys are telling me I love reading these comments. I really do. All right, that would be awesome. Devin says, I'm in. We didn't sell anything. Awesome webinars, no doubt. Okay, for Ricky L, is a good designer here? Let's look. Ricky doesn't have the screen. I'll put it up.
It's decent. I mean, it's. I'd test him for $5 and see what you get. Yeah, see how his mock-ups are very congruent. It's a good sign that he's doing them.
Yeah, they're all congruent. They look good. They're not bad.
Yeah.
Yep. These ain't premium designs. Don't think you're gonna sell them for $24.95. You'll be able to sell them for $14.
Yeah, $14.
$14 you'll be able to sell them for. Okay. You have to pay for premium. Okay. But look, if I only say scale to premium when you basically have a winner. You have a winner that's selling off the meat rack, let's say $14 or whatever, $9, and now you're going to get a design to look like an $80 shirt and sell it for like $24.95 with a $5.95 shipping on them. You're making money on the shirt.
Renato said that he's worked with this designer and he's gave him bulk discounts.
No doubt. Darren says we did a stellar job and they're thanking us. Thank you. Well, thank you for attending the trainings. I know they were very long days. We did 3 hours each day. Okay, so it's like 9 hours of just training. And this just added another 2 hours. Okay, but we just want to get you there. It's the beginning of 2017, and you guys still have massive time to crush it. Shirts are still selling day in and day out. Don't worry about nothing. Just get it going.
Ed's asking about leggings. We're not really doing leggings right now, Ed, so I'm not 100% certain on the margins on those.
We were going to do leggings, but it wasn't going to be through the Shopify, because I was able to lock down the deal for leggings through Sunfrog shirts. Okay, and they had really good margins. Okay, they were charging like I think $9 shipped or something like that.
Yeah, it seems like he's paying a lot. It seems like he's paying $30. It's pretty expensive.
The training is fantastic, pure value. Rick, rest assured, your ultimate generosity is appreciated. Cool. I like hearing that. I really do. I'm taking screenshots. If you can put that in the group, I just want to let people know that this is what we do. This is real. Okay, Bruce Hurst, I can't express my gratitude to you guy and the value provided in this boot camp. I have much better understanding what I need to do now. And I'm thankful for you guys, coming on, okay, and staying with us. And I tried to make this, me, John, and Ricky, we tried to make this as painless as possible, because I know there's a lot to chew on, but we wanted to make this fun as well. All right.
Philip, we're not getting $9 shipped. We're getting we saw $9 and we charge $5.95 shipping.
So somebody was asking about our fan page method. What we do is we just post congruent content to our niche, and then we also do a paid likes campaign to get people to like and visit our site or fan page. I mean, as well.
Hatham said, how many shares and comments would you like to see when testing with PPE ads after spending $10? I know he's asked us a few times. There's not a specific number, just if it shows like there's a lot going on, if there's a lot of comments, a lot of likes, a lot of shares, if it just looks like there's a lot of movement, then you have to make your best judgment if it's going to be a winner or not.
That's why I make several PPE posts, so I have something to compare it to as well. I'll make like 5.
Yeah, I'll launch like five each day, and then you can kind of see which one's doing the best out of all 5, and then he'll kind of pick the top 2 from those 5. So that's probably an easier way for you to margin.
Sam, we did cover retargeting yesterday. We did. Okay, basically it's a 1200 by 628 photo. We showed you how you can create lookalike audiences over retargeting. We showed you how to create your retargeting lists. We showed you how to get the, how you create how you get the purchase lists from Shopify and upload them as custom audiences. I mean, if you guys are just, I suggest, you go back through the last 3 days, and you really, really go back through it and watch it. Okay, by next week, we should have everything cut up in the modules, so it'll be a little bit more easier to go through. Okay, but that's getting done behind the scenes right now. Okay, but we really, would want you to go through that.
Yeah, by the time tomorrow's over, we should have about 15 hours total of training.
And Jonathan, I want to say, says this training is gold. And he said, where were you when I wasted $15,000 on bullshit e-com? You know what, man? We've all been there. I've been there. I've wasted money. I'm talking about tens of thousands of dollars. You know what I'm saying? Like in stuff that was just bullshit. And I know the feeling, so believe me, I get it, okay? But, just wanted to give you guys, really, really valuable training, okay, and give you a full circle of what we do and how we do it. All right, so we're going to start to wrap this up because it looks like basically there's not too many more questions, but we want you to use the group. Okay, use the group. If there's anything you may forget right now to ask, use the group. What we'd like you to do is keep the questions congruent to the days. So let me open up the group really fast one more time. Okay, let me open up the group. Okay, so look, just so you guys know, cool, Christine. Just so you guys know, you want to come over here under the files and the videos. Okay, if you really want to find them fast. Okay, this is day 1. This is day 2, and this is day 3. They're in reverse order. That's what Facebook does. Okay, so you just click that open, and you can watch this. You can watch this in full screen. Hey, what's up, guys? You can watch this in full screen, and you want to come to the setting, and you want to click HD. Okay, because it's gonna make the quality a lot more clearer. Okay, and you'll be able to see things a lot more better. All right, and then basically you can go through this, and as you're going through this, you can even start writing stuff here. You have some questions and stuff you want to ask, jot it down, so you can use this sign as like a little notepad, and we'll do our best to get back to you on stuff like that. Make notes, go through the days, and once we have the course access ready, inside of a members area where you can log into and have evergreen access, we'll keep the group, but we're going to probably remove the videos from here and put it inside of there, so you guys will have access to that, okay? So I just want to say, thanks for everybody being on. Oh, Jonathan has some questions. Hold
on. $5 with 150 likes, 75 shares, 5 comments. I'd let it go a little longer to see if it's a winner.
Yeah, $5 on that. I would probably make it go at least till 10. It kind of looks. What's your CTR on that, Jonathan?
I don't know. You got a lot of shares. You got 75 shares. That's good.
Well, what's your CTR? Tell me what your CTR is. Look, you gotta understand something. I said this yesterday, and I'll say it again. If you have no purchases on an ad, there's other metrics that are important. When you have purchases on an ad, your cost per purchase becomes the immediate most important metric. Okay, it determines your other metrics. But when you have an ad that does not have any purchases, like a PPE ad you're testing, and you're looking for engagement through PPE, well, there's other metrics that you need to pay attention to. So the first metric that you're going to pay attention to is your click-through rate. Okay, that's the first metric. Your click-through rate is going to determine your cost per click or your cost per melee. All right, if the click-through rate is low, your cost per click and your cost per melee impressions will be high, okay, which is signs of a losing ad. Okay, so that's other things that you can do without having the cost per purchase. Once you're starting to get purchases now, those metrics start to not come as important, and the next metric that takes precedence is the cost per purchase metric, because now if that's high, means your CTR is going to be low, means your CPM and your CPC is going to be high, and that's okay. That's good. That's good. 3% click-through rate. I shoot for a 3% click-through rate all the time. So you're doing good, John. You're doing good. Have one with 11% click-through rate. That's boss. That's boss. That one is boss. All right, so 3% click-through rate, you're good. I would let it run maybe another $5 just to make sure it's kicking off. I don't like that you see 5 comments. I would like to see more tagging. Is anybody tagging on it, like, sharing it? If somebody shares, you have 5 comments.
Yeah, 75 shares.
I'd like to see a little bit more I like the shares, but I'd like to see a little more likes. You're looking at a 50 to 50% likes to share ratio right there. I'd like to see the likes higher, and I'd like to see more comments, okay?
Renato said, for you, Ricky, do you plan on doing a paid intensive training on just targeting alone? I feel that's where I failed in the past because I pretty much can do all the other stuff. Renato, I'm trying to convince him, all right? So I'll keep pushing him to see if
I may need like a day break from my voice after this week, and then we'll figure it out, all right? But honestly, you could just go through right now, go through day 3, which is this right here, and this is where I go through targeting. Okay, you shouldn't have problems after that. We spent a good hour on targeting. Maybe you
watch each video 3 times at least.
Yeah, watch it over and over and over. And
they're long, but you pay for them.
You send FB traffic straight to the shirt sales with scarcity stuff. FB keeps rejecting landers with scarcity. We haven't had a problem with our store. Okay?
Yeah, all our ads have been going through, and we have a countdown timer on them.
Yeah, we'll have no problem with that. So maybe you want to throw us an example of what you got this approved with so we can take a look. All right, he said he was off. 270 likes, 163 shares. How many comments? That's doing good. That's for $5? That's for $5. That's good.
Yeah.
You're doing good. And your CTR is 3%. See, look what Jonathan's doing right now. He's giving us data to work with so we can critique. Everybody that's still online with us right now, your homework is go through the days that you need the most, do the homework, okay, make sure it's done, and get us stuff so we can critique it. The more stuff that you give us tomorrow, the better we're gonna make the webinar, okay? So and the more valuable the time's gonna be spent. Because we want tomorrow to be a you day.
You don't do your homework, there's no cupcake at the after party.
No cupcake. Nah, no beers, bro. You ain't no beers.
Ram said, when you get time, could you please answer the questions on the Facebook group? Thanks, Ram. We'll probably be a lot more active once this week is over. Remember, we're each taking 3 hours out of our days to do this. We have a bunch of other stuff to do. It's kind of hard for us to be in the group full time right now, but definitely after Friday comes around, we'll be a lot more active in there.
Yeah. Plus, Ashley's in the group. These guys in the group, they're very knowledgeable and stuff too. So we've trained Ashley on ads. We trained Ashley on Commercify. We trained Ashley on a lot of stuff. She does research too. She knows how to upload with Commercify. She understands how to build Shopify sites. Okay. So basically, Ashley's knowledgeable. Jed is knowledgeable. Yvonne's knowledgeable. Darren says Ashley rocks. Period. I'm gonna take a screenshot out for Ashley. She's a good girl, man. She's a good girl. She really does her job, and she really cares. She really cares. I gotta say that about her. Does Commercify do install products to the store like Obello? Yes, it does. Let me go show you where you do that. Commercify, look, let me just open this up. Okay, so check it out. You also have a physical catalog, okay? And you have a main catalog with done for you physical, but we're redoing that whole system, okay? That was based off AliExpress. We're wiping that away. We made some really good deals to get auto-fulfilled, research great products for you. Okay, so there's a way that I want you to do it right now as we were doing this section. Okay, you come to the product sourcing. Okay, now you have eBay, Amazon, and AliExpress at your disposal. So say we want to look for something like dog jewelry. Okay, all you gotta do is click that one time. It's going to search now eBay, Amazon, and AliExpress for dog jewelry, and look what's popping up. Now, what's beautiful about this, let me wait for eBay to load. So what's beautiful about this is you have two options down here. Okay, you have something that's added to a catalog, which what it will do, it'll add it to your catalog admin. Just as you have an on-demand catalog admin, like I showed you for inventory, you have your own physical catalog admin, and that still will function the same way. Now, at this point, what that means is that you can click this button once. We're going to pull in as many of the images as possible for you if we can find more. So sometimes that takes a little bit to load if it can find one. Now, obviously, it's not finding it right now. You put a title description, you put your price here, cost, blah, 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 blah. And, oh, yeah, this is because this is on Amazon. So Amazon's not going to have a lot of images all the time. Okay, so you may want to do research here first, blah, blah, blah. But you have AliExpress, and this is what we use mostly. So you come over here and you can add it to catalog. When you click that, we're going to try to find as many images as possible. See, there you go. So we found all these images. These images will become product images on your store. We find the variations for you. We find the URL, how you fulfill it. We do the titles. You just have to come up with the description. Sometimes AliExpress has this long, disgusting description. That's why we don't always have it. And then basically you just add it to your catalog. And that will be in your main catalog. You would save it. Or you can add it directly to the store. If you click add directly to the store, it's going to pull up a little pop-up like I showed you for the on-demand. You set your price here, and we're going to add it to the store as we were adding it to the catalog. Okay? So that's what you can do right now, all right, to fill up your store with physical. And the way that you would manage that is you would come to this, your store manager, and then you would see what's connected. Now, right now, this is the demo account, so this is not the account that has the stores loaded. Okay, as a demo, but as an admin account, you would see products added to Shopify directly. You would see products added to the catalog directly. You would see products added to your on-demand catalog, amongst the on-demand catalog. You'd be able to see your archive. Okay, no, this is an archive. You'd be able to go through a list, update. Look at this, update with latest commercial-fied theme. Okay, you can even update the commercial-fied theme here. Okay, which is something that we have coming to 2.0. It's just amazing stuff that we're doing with this. From where do you order that T-shirt after you sell it and you do it manually? We don't order the T-shirt ahead. We have it auto-fulfilled. We made deals for our Commercify customers that you guys are going to have it auto-fulfilled. So you don't have to worry about ordering a T-shirt. Okay? You have to order a product from AliExpress right now currently because there's no auto-fulfill. Okay? But Commercify 2.0 is coming around in April. Everything's going to be auto-fulfilled, and you're going to love it. All right, so I think that's about it on the questions. I'm going to wrap this up because honestly, I'll be honest with you, well, AliExpress will be available in the 2.0. Yeah, Richard, we're still going to have the product sourcing. We're still going to leave that option available for people that want to use it. It's no problem. We're just going to give you a way to basically get the best prices from China, and I worked out that deal. Okay, so that's on the way. Is 2.0 theme going to incorporate some of the design features of Ezra's one-stop shop? I'm not sure. We just work on things that we tested. I know the 2.0 theme is going to be variations of shit that we tested already. Commercify will be integrated with T-Rex stores. That's the other thing. Commercify will be integrated with T-Rex. We're going to give you options in Commercify 2.0. If you want to use Shopify, you're going to be able to use Shopify. If you don't want to use Shopify, okay, you're going to be able, if you don't want to use Shopify, you're going to be able to use T-Rex. And T-Rex is its own monster in itself. The T-Rex platform has been being built over 4 single years. It's been out for 4 years now. It's a solid system. Custom Plex, I have to look into. Let me take a notepad on that. Let me get down. This damn thing is so big, I can't get anything. One thing that drives me nuts when I go to webinars is the big ass clunky screens that stay in your way. You can't even move the question like over to see the full question. Like, it's ridiculous. I have the original T-Rex Shopify store. Will Conversify work with that? Well, I'd have to ask the developers, but if you're up to date with T-Rex, then you should be good. Commerce HQ, I don't really know anything about. I can talk to John Mack about that. How do we find T-Rex to look at it? You can look at one of my shops on T-Rex. What the hell is the damn name? The Living Catalog. This is what T-Rex looks like. I'll put it in the chat box for you guys. Takes a second to load, I guess. Maybe it's down. No, here it is. So T-Rex is very powerful because it's a store in itself. Okay, and also what it does on-the-fly personalizations. So you can do all this personalized, which makes it very, very powerful. And with Commercify 2.0, you're going to be able to shoot products from Commercify, even physical products, into this store setup. And then we're going to have a Commercify personalization section where you can shoot personalized designs right over to T-Rex. Okay, so it's going to be really, really sick. I mean, and guys, we're using this ourselves. We're using this ourselves. We're making money with this ourselves. Okay, so I'm just bringing you guys an opportunity to make money with us. That's all. Is it cool for us to market the designs you have on commercial? Yeah, fuck yeah. For lack of a better term, hell yeah. We use the designs too. Remember I told you, I don't believe in saturation. I believe in that audience, baby. And getting right out to the audience. Now, I wanted to cover this, and John, I want you to cover this with me. Okay, I forgot. I wrote this question down earlier. Someone asked, how do you go find good sayings? Okay? How do you go find good sayings? Like, say you don't want to duplicate a shirt. Okay? What do you do?
What I do is I go to Google and I type in like funny nurse sayings or
Let's do this. Let's do this in real time. Okay, go to Google.
Or funny nurse memes or
Okay, go to images. Okay, and now we start to look at all this funniness.
Like this male nurse right here. It says "Call me fucker and see what happens." That's a funny one.
Where is that?
Go down. It says male nurse. Go down.
Call me fucker and see what happens.
Yeah.
So, like, what you can do, and the general thought here, is that you can take memes and twist them into different niches as well. So just because we're looking up nurse, you can look up funny memes themselves and say, okay, funny memes. Just go like that, and then you can start doing some research here. And I'm not antisocial. I'm selectively social. There's a difference, and maybe you want to twist this to a niche. Maybe twist it to nurses, twist it to veterans, twist it somehow. Okay, and you got to take some time on that. Okay, you have to take some time. Okay, not everyone's going to be a winner, but this is how we come up with original shirts too as well. Okay, and some of them take off, some of them fail. This is ridiculous. That is just too much, yo. Oh jeez, you can have fun doing this too, looking at all these damn memes. But not every meme's gonna win. But you can do like, you can do this, funny shirt sayings.
No, Jason, you won't have any copyright issue with using memes.
So look, you can look at funny shirts like these, okay? Sometimes I pretend to be normal, but it gets boring, so I go back to being me. I would never sell this on the front end. I'd maybe twist this to a nurse. Like, this design sucks. So I basically say, sometimes I pretend to be, I don't know, a normal fisher or fisherman, like, you know what I'm saying? But it gets boring, so I got to be, something like that. But it gets exciting. I don't know. You have to twist it a little bit. All right? Like, I'm doing this on the fly, and I'm not coming out with great ones. But, like, this something, if you really think about it, could be turned into a winning shirt for fishing. Could be turned into a winning shirt about something else. Let's look up. Don't grow up. It's a trap. That's too general. The S's family. All right. So far, this is the oldest I've ever been. Okay, look, that's a cool design. And you know what you can do with Facebook targeting? You can target people that have an upcoming birthday. Literally, you can target people that have an upcoming birthday, like within the next month. And you can do a nice design around this and just target people that are having a birthday. So there's so many different ways to target. It's just ridiculous. Okay, so we showed you this, how to have an eye for design, what designs would sell, what designs are crap. So now you have to have an eye for this too as well. Okay, like go this way. Okay, 2 mid or I don't know, no idea. But like you can go on a tangent here and find some others. Hey, you better buy me another beer because you're still ugly, and I wouldn't do it like that. And John, chime in if you want over here, bro.
I'm just looking. Your screen's moving fast, so I'm trying to look in real quick.
There's a nice one right here. My feet hurt from kicking so much ass. Instead of having a Nike symbol there, we can go after CrossFit. We can have this design around CrossFit. My feet hurt from kicking so much ass. That can even be like boxing, okay? Or whatever. You don't say that boxing. It could be UFC or whatever. Or running, whatever. You guys get what I'm trying to say? The way you target people that are about to get married and if you target people that are having a birthday, it's listed under demographics. It's not in interests. It's actually in demographics. So when you click open the box, I'll just show you really quick.
People that are getting married are also like they're interested in things like those bridal magazines and wedding planning and stuff like that. So you can use some of those type things to target too.
Hold on. Let's go into Business Manager quick. Let's go in JBS. All right. When you create an ad, this is where it is. Okay? Over here in audience. Okay? Now, this is a league by itself. This is a league by itself. Okay? I would not mix any other targeting that I showed you yesterday along with this. I would just target this directly. So come down over here, and Facebook remembers what we last did the targeting on. But you're going to come over here, and you're going to go click this box, and you're going to go to Browse. And then you're going to see Demographics. Then you can come all the way over here to Behaviors, okay? And you have a lot of stuff that you can target here. You can target like a lot of stuff in just behaviors itself. I would make ad sets by themselves. So I wouldn't put interest in with this. But under your demographics, you got a bunch of stuff. You have education, okay? You have ethnic. You have financial, okay? You have home, life events. This is where it is. You can target people that are having an anniversary within the next 30 to 60 days. You can target people that are away from their family. You can target people that are away from their hometown. You can target people that have a birthday coming up. If you wanted to do some intersecting here, then say I wanted to target all Christians, okay, that have a birthday coming up in February. So that means I can reach 13 million Christians that have a birthday coming up in February, all right? And this is what I would do. I wouldn't lump it in here, okay? Here would be your interest. I would layer it. So let's get out of here. I want to narrow the audience. So now I want to add something called an intersect. So I come over here. I go to Browse. I go to Demographics. I go to Life Events. I go to Birthday. I go to Birthday Month, and I click this. Now what I did was I intersected, okay, people that love all this stuff, which is my amazing targeting skill that I gave you yesterday, and also have a birthday coming up in February. So now if I go back to that meme somehow, and say I come over here, I go Christian memes, and John, take notes on this. Go at the Christian memes. Christmas. Happy birthday, thank you, Kevin. Okay, great. So stupid. And look, guys, I'm just showing you this in real time, but like you have to go through this, and you would want to find something. You want to find something that's not offensive neither. You know what I'm saying, especially in the Christian niche. But you get the hint. You want to find a meme, and then you want to wrap it around Christianity and birthday coming up. And that's what I'm trying to get at. That's how you come up with original shirts. Okay? Do you personalize products for customers? T-Rex does that on the fly, which is amazing. All right, guys, I think you get the hint. I can sit here for another hour trying to figure this out, but like this is what we do, and this is what you need to do. And like I said on day 2, research is 80% of your income. You're gonna make most of the money on the research and testing with the PBE stuff. Okay. I'm not I'm not antisocial. I just don't like you. Yeah, that may be on a mug. That's a good one for a mug, I think. Okay. Let's go back to what is this huge?
The questions really slowed down.
Okay, guys, so look, I'm just going to say this one more time because I'm going to be taking this kind of off the table. If you liked our training and you love all this stuff, we do offer more one-on-one type of help. It does cost a lot more than a $97 bunk entry fee because we do a lot more. We give you a lot more, but we gave you the behind-the-scenes curtains of our stuff right now. but if you want the ongoing, awesome stuff that we come up with, this is a way to do it. I've joined partners with Build, Grow, Scale. That's Tanner Lawson, and you can learn more about that. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up, okay? Because I need to give my throat a rest. But tomorrow, please do the homework. Go through the past 3 days and basically get ready for a nice critique webinar tomorrow, where we're gonna service you rather than showing you stuff. We want to help you guys. All right, guys, so just go to the group, let us know what you think, and appreciate all of you. I'm going to get out of here. So thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Later.
Later.